Hello, my name is Dr. Jiwei Ng. Along with Dr. Kiba Garner, we would like to welcome you to another Wellness Wednesday. Today, we are going to talk about how to use social media wisely and mindfully.
As we all try to navigate unexpected and unprecedented challenges, many of you will turn to social media for some form of support. Most states and Washington, D.C. are under a shelter-in-place, stay-at-home order. This includes the state of Maryland. During this time, many people find themselves feeling more isolated than ever. Social media, in this case, might become an even more important tool for communication and a sense of community.
Social media opens up amazing possibilities. It allows us to connect with others, share important information, and express our feelings. Social media can be so compelling and powerful that many of us have fallen under the spell and have become totally absorbed with it. It can then turn into a place of continual social comparison, constant FOMO, and fuel our need for approval and applause. This matters because how we use our phone has a major impact on the quality of our lives, on our health, and on our happiness and the happiness of those around us. Basically, overusing social media can have a negative impact on our mental health.
That said, there are things we can do to have a healthier relationship with social media. For starters, we can be honest about how social media makes you feel. Take a moment to think about social media platforms, accounts, and pages you visit the most. Reflect on how you feel after using each one. Do certain apps leave you feeling inadequate, anxious, sad, or angry? And do others leave you feeling positive and inspired? The more tuned in you are to your own experiences in the moment, the easier it will be to change your behavior. Next, set your intention before going online. Is it to catch up with loved ones? Are you wanting to zone out for a bit and watch some funny cat videos? Reflect on what needs you are trying to meet through logging into your social media and think if there are any other healthier ways to meet these same needs. For example, instead of texting or Snapchatting, pick up the phone and engage in real, meaningful conversation with others.
Now that you have set your intention, begin to schedule times to go on social media. Set a couple times throughout the day to check updates. While doing so, use an app timer or a regular timer to remind you to stop browsing. Ponder using time tracking apps like Moment, Quality Time, and Off Time to control how much time you are spending on your screen. You can also set time limit on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. This next step may be difficult for some, but saying goodbye to anyone who isn't adding value to your life could be one of the healthiest moves you make. It is totally okay to declutter your friends list. You can unfollow someone that regularly upsets you or makes you feel bad so you no longer see their updates in your feed. Consider turning off the comments feature if they upset you and you don't want to deal with the toxicity in the comment sections.
Now that you've said goodbye to toxic people, it's time to enrich your off-screen life. Be intentional about increasing your non-social media related activities, such as hanging out with loved ones, planning a date, and pursuing a new hobby. Gaining a sense of fulfillment through these real-world activities may make scrolling through your feed a lot less appealing. Also recognize that you may have to be creative in your off-screen life given our current physical distancing. That said, some specific examples during this time include spending time with people and/or pets in your household, having virtual Netflix parties, call someone you haven't spoken with in a while, and connect with nature by going for walks or reading a book while outside. Also, reframing the way you think about social media is key. Telling yourself you can't do something only makes you crave it even more, and social media is no exception. Instead of thinking of it as spending less time on your phone, think of it as spending more time on your life.
Now, it's time to get existential about it. If all else fails, ask yourself this question. How many people on their deathbeds do you think are going to say, I wish I had spent more time on Instagram, Snapchat, or TikTok? I'm gonna let you sit with that for a sec. Some other tips to manage screen time include avoiding screen time before bed, and if you're able, consider buying an actual alarm clock. That way, you can keep your phone away from your bedside.
Another one is keeping your phone away when you're trying to work. Having your phone within arm's reach can be very distracting. Keep it out of sight. Keep it in a drawer or a bag and turn off the sound notifications. This will help you focus on your work and be more productive. And how about limiting your home screen to tools only? Only keep apps like Maps, Camera, Calendar, or Notes on your first page. Move the rest of your apps, especially those mindless choices, off the first page and into folders.
Those are our tips on how to take control of your social media use rather than being controlled by its overwhelming presence. Thank you for watching and stay tuned to more video brought to you by Towson University Counseling Center.